All right, to get us started, we'll go with Mark Weiser, then Mike Griffith. Mark, do you have a question to start us off?
Yeah, sorry about that. Getting my Zoom in order. Hey, Malik, how's it going? Wanted to just get your thoughts. You're going up against a familiar face, a guy you probably banged around and practiced a good bit with in Cade Mays this week. What will that be like, you think?
This will be a great competition, just like the old times in practice.
Mike?
Yeah, Malik, I wanted to ask you about the depth on this defensive line. When you are as deep as you guys are and you're not playing all the snaps, I see a lot of guys rotating in. What does that do for you as a defensive lineman when you're able to stay fresh like that?
Really just keep me fresh. Keep me fresh for the next play the next series I get ready to get in, and just give it all I got.
Next, we'll go to Seth Emerson, then Anthony Dasher.
Malik, did you play in high school against Stetson? Did your all's teams play?
No, sir.
Didn't? I thought you're all in the same region. Okay, but playing against him over the years, have you guys seen this in practice and we're just seeing it in games now?
Oh, yeah, most definitely. I remember freshman year, he went like 20 for 20 on us in a practice, so we always knew he was a great quarterback.
Hey, Malik, good to see you, man. Ask you just real quick, how much did you consider coming out for the NFL draft, and why was it important for you to come back to Georgia for your senior year?
Really just important to come back so I can get closer to finish to get my degree. And I always felt like I could just improve as a player and as a man. So it really wasn't a bad deal to come back. I'm really happy that I came back.
Next, we'll go to Chip Towers, then Jake Rowe.
Yeah, Malik, could you give us a little bit of a scouting report, on Tennessee's offense and offensive line, and, what's the primary challenge on Saturday?
Primary challenge really is just to go out there and do our job so we can just compete and get the W. And really haven't got time to watch Tennessee O-line yet, but I watched a little bit of their game, their physical O-line.
Malik, wanted to ask you, so the defense obviously has plenty of reasons to be confident, but, it seems like you guys can get stronger as the game goes along. How big of a role does momentum and having some early success play in your defensive play? Because it seems like if a team doesn't get you early, it's really tough for them to get you at all.
Really just coming out, being fresh, being ready for the game, getting our mindset on our job and what we got to do to help the team.
Next, we'll go to Connor Riley, then Austin Roper.
Hey, Malik, I was just wondering, what have your impressions been so far of Jalen Carter, and what has he sort of been able to bring to the defensive line as a freshman?
He bring a lot of depth. And Jalen, he a freak all over. I love what he's doing, and I love how he's playing.
Hey, Malik, yeah. So looking ahead at Tennessee, and especially Jared Garantano, how do you feel like he's improved since, these past few years, just looking at film of him during these first 2 weeks of the season?
He's a really good quarterback. He improved a lot from last year.
Next, we'll go to Dean Legge, then Jed May.
Hey, Malik, how tough is it to stay disciplined with a quarterback that can be athletic like the guy you saw last week and the guy you see this week, in terms of staying in your lane, doing what you're supposed to do on the line, not sort of over-pursuing?
Very difficult, because when guys get that open in on I'm finna get a sack, I'm finna get a sack, just split second, he could be gone. You really got to be honed in on what you got to do to get the quarterback down.
Hey, Malik, it seemed like Bo Nix, was being flushed out of the pocket a lot, due to the pass rush the other night. One, how would you evaluate the job you guys have done rushing the passer through 2 games so far this year? And 2, is there anything maybe different you guys are doing this year as compared to last year in terms of getting after the quarterback?
Really, we haven't changed nothing from this year to last year. I just feel like we didn't do a good enough job to get Bo Nix down, because we had a lot of missed opportunities.
Next up, we'll go to Brandon Sudge and then Jay Black.
Hey, Malik, I wanted to ask you about your teammates, Jalen Carter and Jordan Davis when they go in on that offensive package. Have you ever lobbied to go play on offense for a snap? And what like did they ever say anything about getting that opportunity and how if that was cool or anything on their end?
No, they haven't came to me about getting any reps on offense, but I feel like Jordan Davis and Jalen Carter do a good job of getting their blocks.
Malik, what was the noise level and the atmosphere like playing in front of 20,000 people instead of the usual 90?
I really feel like the whole 93 was in there. Everybody, the whole crowd was loud. They did a good job of getting really loud, distracting the Auburn's offense for us.
We'll open it up for the final two questions for Malik.
Hey, Malik, I wanted to ask you just to follow up on Cade Mays. When you go against a guy like that, is there any sort of maybe advantage strategically you gain from having gone against him in practice for 2 years?
Well, advantage, not really. Cade's a good old lineman. I know they've been going against him for about 2 years, so it'll be a great matchup.
Malik, can you talk about just Georgia, I guess the rap, and I know you said you came back to get closer to graduating, but just in terms of the people saying Georgia can't finish, Georgia can't win a championship. I mean, is that something you and Richard, thought about coming back for your senior years instead of going pro to kind of the whole finish the job narrative? Is that a real thing?
Yes, sir. We just want to find ways to get over that hump, just keep going and just pushing everybody to get better, but day by day, just giving all we got.
Malik, thank you so much. Have a great rest of your day.
Thank you.
Thank you.